On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Advent.
The arrival or beginning of something, the coming of Jesus Christ at his birth.
Examples:
Advent calendar. Celebrate the advent of spring. The advent of the internet has dramatically changed the way we communicate.
Astound.
To surprise or shock someone with wonder very much.
Examples:
Astound everyone. Astound the viewer. The final result was nothing short of astounding.
Seminal.
Highly original, influential, or innovative, containing the seeds or beginnings of future development or growth, of medicine, of or relating to semen or the male reproductive system.
Examples:
Seminal research. Seminal duct. The book was a seminal work in psychology, influencing generations of researchers.
Interface.
Computer science, a program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. Chemistry, a surface forming a common boundary between two things.
Examples:
Interface between gas and liquid. The user interface. Detergent weakens the surface tension at the interface of two liquids.
Computation.
The act or process of calculating something, especially an answer or amount, by using a machine or calculator.
Examples:
Parallel computation. Theory of computation. The researcher demonstrated the superiority of quantum computation in several mathematical tasks.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Operate.
To work in a particular way, to supervise something.
Examples:
Operate 24 hours a day. Manually operate a machine. This machine is too difficult to operate for me.
Arthurian.
Relating to King Arthur and the tales and legends associated with him.
Examples:
The Arthurian cycle. Arthurian romances. The Arthurian legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are popular literary motifs.
Inseparable.
Incapable of being separated or disjoined, closely welded or joined together, mutually dependent or closely linked.
Examples:
Inseparable friends. Inseparable duo. The two friends were inseparable and did everything together.
Capricious.
Given to sudden and unaccountable changes of mood or behavior, unpredictable, governed by a whim or fancy.
Examples:
Capricious decisions. Capricious mood. The capricious weather made it difficult to plan outdoor activities.
Tune.
A musical composition or set of musical notes that are played or sung. Verb, to adjust or set something to a specific condition or standard.
Examples:
The tune of a song. Tune a piano. The band played a beautiful tune on their instruments.
Graphics.
Images, designs, or drawings used in websites, books, magazines, etc.
Examples:
Computer graphics. Graphics engine. My dream is to become a great graphics designer like her.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
Routine business. A built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Necessity.
The state or fact of being needed, anything indispensable.
Examples:
In great necessity. The necessity of the concrete measure. He emphasized the necessity of immediate action.
Quarter.
One of four equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples:
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Berserk.
In a state of wild, frenzied, or unrestrained behavior, acting or behaving in a violent, irrational, or uncontrollable manner.
Examples:
Run berserk. A berserk rage. The fans went berserk when their team scored the winning goal in the game's final seconds.
Disc.
A flat, circular plate, typically made of metal, glass, or plastic, used for storing data or playing music.
Examples:
Disk drive, disk space. The computer's hard disk was full, so she had to delete some files.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Salient.
Most noticeable or important, striking.
Examples:
The salient part of the speech. Salient feature. The most salient point made during the presentation was the potential profit increase.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Buck.
A male deer, a unit of currency, especially the US dollar, a sudden jolt or movement, a young man, verb, to resist or oppose something, such as an authority, trend, or convention.
Examples:
Buck the trend. Extra buck. I spotted a majestic buck with large antlers standing at the forest's edge.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Ramp.
A sloping surface connecting two levels or inclines. typically used for the movement of people, vehicles, or goods.
Examples:
The ramp of a chasm. An exit ramp. The wheelchair user needed a ramp to access the building's entrance.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Regard.
To think about or consider somebody or something in a specified way.
Examples:
Regard him as an enemy. Regard the situation as unfortunate. Frugality and industry are still regarded as virtues.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Geometry.
The area of pure mathematics that deals with the points, lines, curves, and surfaces.
Examples:
Euclidean geometry. Spherical geometry. The mathematician pioneered fractal geometry.
Hideous.
Very ugly or visually repulsive, extremely unpleasant or offensive to the senses.
Examples:
Hideous appearance. Hideous crime. The monster in the movie was depicted as a hideous creature with gnarled teeth and glowing eyes.
Insensate.
Lacking physical or emotional sensation, unfeeling, lacking sense or understanding, devoid of compassion or sympathy.
Examples:
Insensate fingertips. Insensate behavior. The insensate violence of the attack left a lasting impact on the community.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
Frequent absence. Frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Luminous.
Emitting or reflecting light, especially in the dark, shining or glowing brightly, full of light or enlightenment.
Examples:
Luminous glow. Luminous stars. The room was filled with luminous decorations that shone in the dark.
Collocation.
A situation in which two or more different organizations or departments share the same physical location or office space, especially for convenience or cost-saving purposes.
Examples:
Server collocation. Office collocation. The new collocation of the IT departments is expected to increase efficiency and collaboration.
Unexplored.
Not yet examined, investigated, or studied, lacking in knowledge or information, unknown or undiscovered.
Examples:
Unexplored ideas. Unexplored cave. There are many unexplored regions of the ocean that scientists hope to study soon.
Pixel.
The smallest unit of an image that can be displayed or manipulated electronically, typically a point of light on a computer screen or in a digital image.
Examples:
Pixel density. Color pixels. The computer screen comprises thousands of tiny pixels that create the overall picture.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
Display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Ceiling.
A room's top interior surface.
Examples:
Ceiling board. Ceiling light. There was a crack in the ceiling that I found.
Pet.
An animal that you have at home as a companion and treated kindly.
Examples:
A pet bird. A teacher's pet. I have a parrot as a pet.
Potted.
Referring to a plant that is grown and kept in a small container or pot, metaphorically, describing a summary or condensed version of something.
Examples:
Potted cactus. Potted history. I have a potted plant on my desk to brighten up my workspace.
Capable.
Having the ability, skill, or potential to do something, competent or proficient in a particular task or area of expertise.
Examples:
Capable worker. Capable leader. She is highly capable of handling multiple tasks at once.
Enabling.
Providing the means, support, or resources necessary for something to happen or be achieved, allowing or encouraging a particular behavior or activity.
Examples:
Enabling infrastructure. Enabling mindset. Enabling technologies allows people with disabilities to lead more independent lives.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Storage.
The act or process of putting in and keeping something in a particular place for use in the future, an electronic memory device that can store information.
Examples:
A storage battery. Storage at low temperature. We store customer data in cloud storage.
Container.
A receptacle or object used to hold, store, or transport something. A large standardized metal box that is used for transporting goods by sea or land.
Examples:
Plastic container. Container ship. The restaurant uses large containers to store its food ingredients.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Bore.
To make someone feel weary or uninterested, often by talking at length about uninteresting or mundane topics. To cause someone to feel bored or unengaged. Noun, a hole or tunnel drilled or dug into the ground, either for exploration or extraction of natural resources.
Examples:
bore diameter. Bore him with his stories. The lecture on quantum physics bored me to tears.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Frivolous.
Not serious or sensible, silly or unimportant.
Examples:
frivolous lawsuits. Engage in frivolous conversation. He was accused of being frivolous and not taking his responsibilities seriously.
Deadly.
Likely to cause or capable of causing death.
Examples:
fight against the deadly disease. A deadly weapon. The members of religious organizations released deadly poisonous gas on a subway train.
Optics.
The academic study of vision and light.
Examples:
optics technology. Fiber optics. Einstein's new optics theory transformed traditional scientific notions about light.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Workbench.
A sturdy table or bench designed for carrying out manual work, particularly in a workshop or garage context.
Examples:
workbench design. Wooden workbench. I must organize my tools on the workbench before starting my project.
Toothpaste.
A paste or gel used for cleaning the teeth and freshening the breath.
Examples:
toothpaste hygiene product. Toothpaste tube. I always use mint-flavored toothpaste to refresh my mouth in the morning and at night.
Cardboard.
A stiff, thick material made from compressed paper pulp used to make boxes and other packaging materials.
Examples:
cardboard box. Cardboard cutout. I made a cardboard box to store my winter clothes in.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer, pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Beam.
A long, sturdy piece of timber, metal, or other material used to support a structure or span a distance, a ray or stream of light emitted by a source.
Examples:
Beam of light. A structural beam of a building. The sun's beam shone through the window and illuminated the room.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor: the basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Tunnel.
An underground or underwater passage, typically for trains or cars.
Examples:
Tunnel construction work. Tunnel disease. The workers had to dig through solid rock to create the vehicular tunnel, allowing the cars to pass through the mountain.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Panel.
A square or rectangular and flat piece of something that forms a distinct section or component of something. A small group of specialists who discuss particular topics or give their advice or opinion about something.
Examples:
Panel discussion. Cost of solar panels. A panel of economic advisors from the United States visited the country to help rebuild its economy.
Meaningless.
Having no meaning, direction, or purpose.
Examples:
A meaningless endeavor. Do a meaningless task. This experiment's results are meaningless because the other conditions are not identical.
Arbitrary.
Based on chance or individual whim rather than any reason.
Examples:
Arbitrary size and shape. The arbitrary rule of a dictator. He collected data to avoid arbitrary decisions.
Merge.
To combine or integrate things, or to cause this to happen.
Examples:
Merge into a new party. Merge those systems into a new one. This consulting firm decided to merge the two companies into one.
Simulate.
To make a pretense of someone's behavior or looks, to reproduce something that exists in real life using computers, models, etc., usually for study or training purposes.
Examples:
Simulate climate change. Simulate a future scenario. He had painted the wood to simulate stone.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the Peace Accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Confiscate.
To seize, take or appropriate something by authority, often as a penalty for breaking laws or rules.
Examples:
Confiscate drugs. Confiscate property. The security officer had to confiscate the weapon from the suspect.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
shadow cast, shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Inverse:
opposite in order, nature, or effect, reversed, reciprocal.
Examples:
inverse function, inverse matrix. The inverse relationship between price and demand is well known in economics.
Swinging:
characterized by a lively, energetic, or rhythmic movement, enjoyable and exciting, often referring to music, social events, or a carefree lifestyle.
Examples:
swinging pendulum, swinging motion. The party had a swinging atmosphere with live music and dancing.
Forth:
forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
bring forth a beautiful vase, call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Inter:
to bury or place a dead body in a tomb or grave, to temporarily detain or imprison someone. Prefix, between or among.
Examples:
inter a dead body, interdisciplinary. The funeral director explained the process of how they inter remains after cremation.
Wand:
a slender rod or stick, especially one used for magic or divination, a rod or staff carried by certain officials as a symbol of authority.
Examples:
handheld wand, security wand. The magician waved his magic wand, and a rabbit appeared from the hat.
Frank:
honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Blind:
unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
blind to the beauties, blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Motor:
a device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
a motor mechanic, DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Freeway:
a major highway designed for high-speed traffic, with no stoplights or grade crossings, and having interchanges or access roads to other highways.
Examples:
freeway exit, expanded freeway. We got stuck in a traffic jam on the freeway for over an hour.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Roadway.
The part of a thoroughfare or highway that is used by vehicles for driving, including the hard surface and shoulders.
Examples:
Busy roadway. Roadway asphalt. Cyclists are not allowed on the highway roadway for safety reasons.
Sue.
To claim a person or organization, especially by filing a legal claim for money or redress.
Examples:
Sue a company for damages. Sue my boss for harassment. He planned to sue the organization for negligence.
Commission.
A formal instruction, command, or request given to a person or group, an official group of people entrusted by a government or other official body to control or enforce something.
Examples:
Commission appointed by the government. The commission of murder. She gets a commission on each contract.
Dated.
Having a style or quality that is no longer fashionable or relevant, old-fashioned, belonging to a particular time period in the past.
Examples:
Dated technology. Dated fashion. The documents were difficult to read due to their dated language.
Undertake.
To do or begin to do something, such as an enterprise or responsibility.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. Undertake routine duties. Young people in this country should undertake military duties.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Tangible.
Real and concrete, able to be perceived, especially able to be touched, of business assets, having physical substance and intrinsic monetary value. Tangible assets. Produce tangible results. A problem that has been pointed out for years finally becomes tangible.
Legendary.
Famous or well-known, especially through long-standing popular stories or tradition.
Examples:
Legendary actor. Achieve a legendary status. The legendary stories of King Arthur have been passed down for centuries.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
Obscure answer. Obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Indie.
Short for independent, relating to a style or genre of music, film, or literature that is produced without the backing or support of a major commercial company, often associated with a DIY, do-it-yourself ethos or subculture.
Examples:
Indie music. Indie film. This restaurant is known for its indie approach to cuisine, using locally sourced and sustainable ingredients.
Minority.
The smaller part of a group, especially a number or part representing less than half of the whole, a period before adult legal age.
Examples:
A minority position. Number of minority students. Some ethnic minority groups experience discrimination in society.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Verisimilitude.
The appearance or quality of being true or real, the degree to which something resembles or appears to be true.
Examples:
Verisimilitude effect. Verisimilitude atmosphere. The film's verisimilitude to real-life events was praised by critics and audiences alike.
Believable.
Able to be accepted or easily believed, convincing or plausible.
Examples:
Believable story. Believable excuse. The novel's plot was so well written that it seemed believable and realistic.
Gratify.
To give pleasure or satisfaction to provide someone with what they want or need, to indulge or satisfy a desire or appetite.
Examples:
Gratify desires. Gratify curiosity. I always try to gratify my boss by achieving the sales target every month.
Perpetual.
Continuing for an extended period in the same way without stopping or being interrupted.
Examples:
Perpetual motion machine. Perpetual struggle. The company employs a perpetual inventory system.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Spatial.
Of or relating space and the position, area, and size of things.
Examples:
Spatial ability. Spatial distribution. He carefully determined the spatial relations of every piece of the stage set.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Navigation.
The act of directing a ship or airplane from place to place, advice or information intended to resolve a problem or challenge, especially as given by someone in authority.
Examples:
Navigation system. Visual navigation. The plane's navigation system had problems, which mechanics found.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Orangutan.
A large long-armed ape with red-brown hair that lives in Borneo and Sumatra and has arboreal habits.
Examples:
Orangutan arm. Female orangutan. The researcher found new species of orangutan on the island.
Disparate.
Very different or distinct from something else, and is not connected or comparable in any way.
Examples:
disparate impact, physically disparate location. The organization worked to bring together disparate groups in the community.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
navigate the Pacific, navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Inherent.
Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute.
Examples:
inherent risk, have an inherent dislike. Honesty is an inherent quality that everyone should strive to possess.
Wetware.
The human brain and neurological system, particularly in the context of artificial intelligence and computing.
Examples:
wetware technology, artificial wetware. The researchers studied the function of the brain's wetware to learn more about how it processes information.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
distribute wealth evenly, distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Reset.
To set again or differently, to return to a previous state or condition.
Examples:
reset password, reset my brain. She reset the computer to fix the problem.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
organ bleeding, damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
manipulate figures, vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
intense heat, develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Falsify.
To alter or manipulate information, data, or evidence to deceive or mislead, to prove to be false or incorrect.
Examples:
falsify data, falsify documents. The scientist was caught attempting to falsify the results of the study.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples.
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Analytical.
Relating to or using analysis equals the process of breaking down a complex system or concept into smaller, simpler parts to understand it better, or able to analyze.
Examples.
Analytical approach. Analytical ability. He is analytical and can break down complex problems into manageable parts.
Histogram.
A graphical representation of data that shows the distribution of values in a set or group, typically displayed as a series of bars of varying heights or widths.
Examples.
Histogram distribution. Histogram chart. The data was organized into a histogram to show the frequency of occurrence of each value.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples.
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Taper.
A large, herbivorous mammal with a long snout and flexible snout, native to Central and South America and Southeast Asia.
Examples.
Giant tapir. Tapir habitat. One of the tapir's main predators is the jaguar, which sometimes attacks and kills them.
Logistics.
The detailed organization and implementation of a complicated operation or task, often involving the movement of people, equipment, materials, or supplies.
Examples.
Logistics company. Logistics management. The event's success depended on the careful logistics of scheduling and transportation.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples.
New design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples.
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples.
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Tabular.
Having a flat, level surface or form, often used to describe data or information presented in a table or organized manner.
Examples:
tabular data, tabular format. The spreadsheet provided a tabular view of the financial transactions.
Dimension:
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Graph:
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Scatter:
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Statistics:
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Interaction:
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Imbue:
To inspire or permeate something or someone with a particular feeling or quality, to saturate or fill something with a specific color, taste, or smell.
Examples:
Imbue with confidence. Imbue with meaning. He tried to imbue his children with a love of learning and curiosity.
Afford:
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Destruction:
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Unfortunate:
Having bad luck or fortune, unlucky.
Examples:
An unfortunate orphan. An unfortunate situation. The unfortunate accident caused many injuries and some fatalities.
Mantra:
A word or phrase, often repeated, that is used as a focus for the mind during meditation.
Examples:
Campaign mantra. Chant the mantra of structural reform. She repeated her personal mantra to herself to stay motivated.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Unrelated.
Having no connection, not belonging to the kinship.
Examples:
Statistically unrelated. An unrelated position. Excuse me if my question is unrelated to the topic.
Soluble.
Able to dissolve in a particular substance or solvent, able to be solved or settled.
Examples:
Soluble fiber. Water-soluble vitamin. The sugar is soluble in hot water and dissolves easily.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Circuit.
In electrical engineering, an electrical device that provides a path for electrical current to flow, a journey or route around a particular place or area.
Examples:
Circuit breaker. Federal Circuit courts. An intelligent battery has a voltage monitoring circuit.
Gratuitous.
Given or done without charge or payment.
Examples:
Render gratuitous service. Gratuitous insult. The gratuitous violence in the movie was unnecessary and disturbing.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something, noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
Strip a tire off. Coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context, legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Glimpse.
A brief or partial view, the act of seeing something or someone for a very short time or only partly.
Examples:
A momentary glimpse, passing glimpse. Our team caught a glimpse of the world-class technique in this game.
Imagery.
The use of words or pictures in books, photographs, paintings, etc., that produces pictures in the minds of people, the ability to form mental images of things or events.
Examples:
Visual imagery, satellite imagery. This movie is famous for its romantic imagery.
Tamper.
To interfere with something in a way that causes damage or unauthorized alteration, to meddle with or manipulate something without permission or authority. Noun, a tool or device used for interfering with or altering something in a way that is unauthorized or illegal.
Examples:
Tamper with evidence, tamper resistant. It's important not to tamper with the settings on your computer unless you know what you're doing.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly, slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Whimsical.
Unusual and not severe in a way that might be funny or annoying, determined by chance or impulse or whim rather than by necessity or reason.
Examples:
Whimsical reasons. A whimsical person. Much of his painting has a whimsical quality.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Oblong.
An elongated shape that is roughly rectangular or oval in shape.
Examples:
Oblong shape. Oblong box. The oblong table was perfect for hosting a large dinner party.
Accessible.
Capable of being reached, easily got, or seen.
Examples:
A town accessible by rail. Accessible to pity. He is an accessible and genial man.
Fine-grained.
Characterized by having a small or fine grain or texture, detailed or intricate, involving or requiring careful attention to small details or distinctions.
Examples:
Fine-grained analysis. Fine-grained control. The fine-grained texture of the fabric made it incredibly soft to the touch.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Zip.
A fastener made of interlocking teeth or ridges that is used to join two edges or pieces of fabric, a sound or motion that resembles the sound made by a zipper when it is pulled, of a computer, a popular file compression and archiving format, short for Zone Improvement Plan, a system of postal codes used in the United States to help facilitate mail delivery more efficiently.
Examples:
Zip code. Zip file. She put her phone in the zip pocket of her backpack. Possibility. A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase. Grab. To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat? Reanimate. To give somebody or something new life or energy. Examples: Reanimate the peace process. Reanimate the dead body. AI voice synthesis can reanimate the voice of a dead person. Drag. To pull or haul with force. Examples: Drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked. Probable. Likely to happen or likely to be true. Examples: Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting. Cowboy. A man, typically one on horseback, who herds and tends cattle, especially in the western U.S., a person who behaves roughly or recklessly, typically a man, a skilled ranch worker who is adept at many tasks, especially those involving horses and cattle. Examples: Cowboy rodeo. Cowboy boots. The cowboy hat she wore added to her rugged and tough look. Farce. A type of comedy that relies on ridiculous situations, improbable coincidences, and exaggerated characters to provide humor. Examples: Sports farce. Theatrical farce. The political scandal was like a farce straight out of a TV sitcom. Writ. A written legal order or command. Examples: A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story. Adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Existence.
The state or fact of someone or something existing.
Examples:
The biggest tree in existence. The struggle for existence. He was an atheist and therefore did not believe in the existence of heaven or hell.
Generosity.
The fact or quality of being willing to do kind things, or give somebody money, gifts, or time freely.
Examples:
Act of generosity. Boundless generosity. He is remembered for his generosity and civilization.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Efficacy.
The ability or power to produce a desired effect or result, effectiveness.
Examples:
Efficacy rate. Vaccine efficacy. The efficacy of this medication is still being tested in clinical trials.
Agency.
An organization or business that is responsible for specific activities or services, especially when representing other organizations or businesses. The capacity or power to act or exert influence, the ability to make decisions and take action.
Examples:
Real estate agency, intelligence agency. The government agency regulated the country's food and drug safety standards.
Creature:
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit, artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Aid:
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid, country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Obvious:
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Corporation:
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Succeed:
To accomplish or achieve a desired or intended result or goal, to prosper or attain success in a given field or endeavor.
Examples:
Succeed beyond expectations. Succeed academically. I hope to succeed in my career and live a happy life.
Projector:
A device that projects or casts an image onto a surface, often used for presentations, film screenings, or displaying visual content, typically involves using light and lenses to create an enlarged image.
Examples:
Projector screen. Portable projector. The movie theater installed state-of-the-art digital projectors to enhance the movie-going experience.
Bezel:
The part of a piece of machinery or electronic device that surrounds and holds in place a display screen or other functional component, often containing controls or other features.
Examples:
Bezel display. Watch bezel. The new phone has a sleek bezel that makes the screen appear larger than it is.
Architecture:
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Glove:
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
A right-hand glove. 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Inevitable:
certain to happen and unavoidable.
Examples:
Inevitable changes of the seasons. Inevitable result. In times of recession, an increase in unemployment is inevitable.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Intensive.
Involving a lot of work or activity in a short time.
Examples:
Intensive agriculture. Intensive care. The construction industry is labor-intensive, although it has been somewhat automated by introducing large machinery.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Pharmaceutical.
Relating to the production and selling of the medical drugs.
Examples:
Major pharmaceutical companies. Commercial pharmaceutical products. She gave money to help set up a pharmaceutical laboratory.
Bioinformatics.
The interdisciplinary field that combines biology and computer science to analyze, interpret, and manage biological information and data, particularly in the realm of genetics, genomics, and other related areas.
Examples:
Bioinformatics research. Bioinformatics tools. Bioinformatics algorithms are essential for identifying and analyzing patterns in biological data.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples.
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Martial.
Relating to soldiers or the military, warlike or inclined towards war.
Examples.
Martial combat. Martial law. The martial arts teacher instructed the students in self-defense techniques.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples.
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.